Never seen a guy so mobile. They love to roll him out. He sets his feet and throws, and then if no one's open, just runs down the field. He's a tough guy to defend.
Had close to 300 yards of total offense, and you watch him on a little boot action right there. Lose contained, 36-14, Iowa State a victor. And joining us now, the head coach of the Iowa State Cyclones, Dan McCarney. Dan, thanks a lot for taking time to be with us.
My pleasure, Reece. Great to be with you.
All of these years, Iowa State has had so many frustrations in big games, and particularly against Nebraska. I hate to ask the how does it feel question, but I'm going to ask it. How does this feel?
Well, it feels great. I'll be honest with you. You know, we've built a good nucleus of players and coaches here. We think we've got something special going. I'm just really, really proud of this football family. Nebraska, as everyone knows, is synonymous with success and respect and honor and credibility and winning championships. We're slowly but surely moving this program in the right direction, and this was a great victory for our program today.
You know, so many people over the course of the week expected you guys to win. Did you have to do anything to make sure that your kids stayed loose?
No, you know, I mean, we just, you know, it was a game of such magnitude, and obviously the stakes are very high and the rewards are very strong coming out of a game like this. But the good news was, you know, as I told the kids all week long, especially last night in our meeting, you know, we've already been in some big games already this year. Last play of the game, we felt like we had a chance to beat Florida State, didn't quite get it done. We go to Iowa City against a very fine Iowa team who obviously beat Penn State today on the road and won in front of 70,000. So we had already prepared and readied ourselves for another big game. But this one was special today, and it was a great atmosphere, one of the best atmospheres in college football I've been around in a long time.
Obviously, we can see the physical talents of Seneca Wallace, but talk to me about the leadership and the belief that he inspires among the rest of the kids.
Reece, that's one of the things he does that's so special. He really does inspire all of us. He elevates the play of everybody around us. He instills confidence in everyone in our football team that we can do things and we can go to another level and hopefully be part of history and do some things that haven't been done here at Iowa State in a long time. And he does it with class. He's as much of a gentleman as any young man I've ever been around. And as impressive as he is as a quarterback, he's even more impressive as a young man.
Dan, can you finally get some love from the Big 12 scheduling people now? I mean, you got to go to Oklahoma, to Texas, to K-State, and to Colorado. That's not fair.
Oh, I know, and I'm telling you, before we take those trips, we got Texas Tech coming in here, and I watched their game on television last night, and they're extremely talented, and obviously with Kingsbury, one of the top quarterbacks in America. So that doesn't get any better than the Big 12 Conference, Reece, and we're just proud to be a part of it.
You guys have arrived as a power in the North. Dan, thanks a lot, and congratulations.
Thanks, Reece. An honor for me to be with you.
Tell you what, I'm not going to get over that schedule thing anytime soon. They should do something about that. You shouldn't have to do it, but I bet a man can find a party in Ames. You know, we talk about coaches when they get in trouble, and with the big contracts, there are shorter windows now. People aren't as patient, but this is what happens sometimes when you're patient with a coach. They tried to run him off a couple of times.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, you have to give Iowa State's administration some credit for sticking with Dan McCarney. But I know Dan McCarney, when he was at Iowa as a high school player, he recruited me to play football for the University of Iowa. And, you know, sometimes lost in all of this deal, as we talk about Nebraska and their downfall, we forget about to look at Iowa State and what he's done. You have to understand, for years, if you're a high school player in Iowa, you didn't go to Iowa State. You wanted to go to the Iowa Hawkeyes. If you didn't get offered a scholarship to Iowa, then you'd go to Iowa State. What he's done has been fantastic, and like he mentioned in that interview, Reece, they're one blown official call away from potentially being an undefeated football team right now.
That's outstanding, but I'll tell you what, I think the key to the game now, I know that he's done an outstanding job at the university, what he's done with his football team, but the key to the game was the defense for Iowa State today. You know, we talk about Seneca Wallace, but let's give it to the defense. They were able to shut down the rushing attack of Nebraska all day long. And let's take a look at Matt Ward. He's going to shoot the gap right in the backfield, and just watch the effort here. Bam! Just knocks the ball loose. That's the effort that Iowa State got today. Nebraska's going to try a lead play with Darren Diedrich. Watch this. Boom! Stuffed into the hole. Drag him backwards, not forward. Diedrich again. He's going to get upfield. Watch this. Gets flipped upside down. That is outstanding defensive play. The leading tacklers for the defense on the Iowa State front was not linebackers, not defensive secondary, but two defensive down linebackers. They won the battle of the trenches against Nebraska. They played against an opponent that was 20 to 25 pounds heavier per man and defeated them, just stuck it right in their throat and just stuffed them at the point of attack.
Flat out the better football team.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes it proves why you can't believe the stats. Iowa State came into this game 10th in the Big 12 in rushing defense, and they absolutely stuffed that
81 yards.
previously vaunted Nebraska rushing attack. We'll get back to that later. You don't have to think about Marv Seiler anymore, at least.
Thank goodness.
How about what we have coming up on Thursday night? Bowden Bowl. It is Clemson and Willie Simmons against Bobby Bowden and the Seminoles. Of course,